Now, this TH500 harness tester is actually supplied together with 3 testing tables. One is meter-sized testing table, and the other one is big testing table. All right, and another one is actually a V-shaped testing table, which is actually for cylindrical parts. Okay, now in order to insert, usually we'll be using this meter-sized testing table. We just put on top. Okay, so the item that we wish to test, we just put on. Okay, now there are 2 intender points actually supplied together with this TH500. Now this diamond intender is actually for HRC and also HRA. Now when we actually use it for HRA, the testing weight that we're supposed to select is actually 60 kg, and for HRC it is 150 kg. Whereas for this ball bearing intender, it is actually somewhere around 1.58 mm. Now this is actually for HRB measurement. I'm going to show you how to actually insert. Okay. Now this HRC diamond intender, it is actually very hard at the tips here. However, it is also very fragile. So be careful not to actually drop or knock at any hard surface. There is actually a flat surface here. You just insert in this way. Okay. So tighten it. So we have actually tightened. TH500 is actually supplied together with 3 hardness test block. Okay, which is 2 for HRC. HRC actually covering one is actually the low value for 26.6 HRC, and all for the high value of 63.3 HRC. And for HRB, one harness test block is actually supplied at 95.0 HRB. Now, when we are actually measuring with HRC, we need to select the weight so that it actually show 150 kg. And when we are actually testing for HRB, then we will need to select 100. 100 should actually show 100 kg, and this 980 is actually the Newton force, and 60 kg is actually for HRA. Alright, but for this case we are going to test for HRC, so we select at 150 kg. We are going to verify the reading of these harness testers to see whether is it accurate. I'm going to using our test block of 24.5 HRC to try it out. Okay, now the way to do it, the measurement is you roll it up slowly and avoid impact. Okay, slowly. Okay, now the next one, you're gonna switch our focus onto this dial, and you can see there's a small little needle. The small pointer need to point at this red dot, and we'll take 3 revolution to do it. Okay, now we're going to do this without actually loading, meaning at 0 load. Okay, so when it's actually nearly okay. Now then the next one we should do is from unload position, we're going to load it. Okay, to load it, you just push it backward. So then we go to count some from 2 to 6 seconds before we actually unload it. Okay, so right now we are doing unloading. Okay, let's see the result. 4.5 HRC. Let's have a look. It is around 22. Okay, now the reason being why the reading is actually low is because when we actually newly put on a testing table, there is a gap. So we need to actually measure another time, and in this way we can actually get rid of the gap. So we are going for the second result. Okay, so same thing, we will load it. So we will gonna wait for 6 seconds so that the actually stable down. So then here we go. Okay, you can see the reading significantly higher. Okay, so it's around 25. So this is also within the accuracy as what we are actually specified. All right, so let's check on the high thickness. Our high thickness is actually 62.3 HRC. So actually put it on, then we actually try it out. Okay, turn it a bit. So same thing, load it. When we load it, we're gonna do it slowly. Let's count to probably 6 seconds. So, alright, then we slowly turn it back. The ring is actually slightly less than 60. Let's try it out again. Okay, we need to actually unload it before we do anything to avoid damage to the indenter. Let's see. Okay. Okay, now getting better. Okay, so this is our expected result. All right, so we actually testing with our HRB. We need to replace the indenter to the ball bearing type. This is HRB. So we insert. Okay, this is 89.2. To 100. We can only switch this at the unloaded position. Never do the weight switching while it's actually loaded. Why? This is going to damage the mechanism, loading mechanism. Okay. Now let's see. Same thing, 3 rounds. Gonna do it slowly. Okay, overshot, then adjust back a little. Okay, should you actually more than 5 scale, you're gonna redo. All right. So we try it out. Well, we always need to ignore the first reading, first to 2 reading after we replace the intended point. Okay. Okay, after we counted to 6, then see what's the result. 86 something, and the reading supposed to be 89.2. Okay, let's try another times. Okay, so count to 6. Count silently, then okay, you can see the result. It's really nearly 89. Okay, so the reading is actually accurate. At a selection of 100 kg, and you all can see the way we load it. Okay, as you can see, this actually been loaded. No, this actually been actually hang on this hanger. All right, so this weight is actually not included. So what is actually into 100 kg is actually these 2 weight. Okay, as you can see. Now what happens if we actually select 150 kg? Should we select it to 150 kg? Okay, now this time we load it again. Okay, as you can see, none of the weight is actually being held by the hanger. All right, so you can see that all 3 is actually loaded. Okay, all right, so unload it. All right.